Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the secrets behind corporate filings, often revealing a lot more than the company intends to share. Today we are diving into a filing that paints a pretty stark picture for Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, and believe me when I say it is not one of those happy tales of growth and success. So what is this filing all about? Well, it is a current report filed on Form 8K, meaning something significant has just happened with the company, and in this case that significance is not good news for the shareholders of Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. The main story here is that the Nasdaq stock market has notified Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated that they intend to delist the company's common stock. Let me break that down for you. Delisting means the company's stock will no longer be traded on a major stock exchange like the Nasdaq. Think of it as being kicked out of the big leagues. This is a serious indicator that something is not right under the hood. The specific shares affected are their common stock. Now, this hasn't happened overnight. The company's stock was actually suspended from trading on the Nasdaq Capital Market back in May of 2025. Since then, it has been trading on what is called the OTC Basic Market. This is essentially a market for stocks that do not meet the stringent requirements of major exchanges like the Nasdaq. It is often where you find companies facing significant financial or regulatory challenges. To make this delisting official, Nasdaq will file what is called a Form 25 with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is the formal paperwork to remove the company's stock from the Federal Exchange. The delisting will officially take effect 10 days after this form is filed. This means the company's common stock will no longer be registered for trading on the Nasdaq under Section 12B of the Exchange Act. Now, here is a crucial point. The company wants to assure everyone that the common stock will continue trading on the OTC Basic Market without any interruption. They also state that they will still be subject to reporting obligations under Sections 13 and 15D of the Exchange Act. This means they still have to file reports with the SEC, but trading on a less regulated market usually comes with lower liquidity and less investor confidence. Looking at some of the other details in this report, we see that Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated is identified as an emerging growth company. This classification allows companies to take advantage of certain regulatory reliefs for a period of time. However, it also often signals that the company is relatively new or in a growth phase, which can come with increased risk. They have also elected not to use the extended transition period for adopting new financial accounting standards, which suggests they are either willing or perhaps forced to adopt current accounting rules sooner rather than later. Now let's talk about the bigger picture here. Being delisted from a major stock exchange is a serious red flag. It usually means the company has failed to meet the exchange's financial or governance standards. This could be due to a number of reasons like declining revenue, significant losses, inability to meet specific share price requirements, or even legal or regulatory issues. For investors, this often means decreased liquidity for their shares, and potentially a significant loss in value as the stock moves to a less reputable market. While this filing does not contain detailed financial tables, it is the notice of delisting itself that is the most important piece of information. When a company is slated for delisting from a major exchange like Nasdaq, it is a signal that the business fundamentals may be weak, or that the company is heading towards serious financial distress. Investors should be extremely cautious if they hold shares in a company facing delisting. It is often a precursor to bankruptcy or significant restructuring. Looking at Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, they were already trading on the OTC Basic Market, which indicates they were not meeting the Nasdaq standards even before this official notice. This suggests ongoing problems that have now reached a critical point. The company is essentially being removed from the main public trading arena, signaling a strong lack of confidence from the exchange itself. So what does this mean for Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated moving forward? Their stock will be available on the OTC, but it will be harder to trade and likely less attractive to institutional investors. This can make it difficult for the company to raise capital in the future, further hindering its operations. In conclusion, this filing is a clear warning sign. The delisting from Nasdaq is a critical event indicating significant challenges at Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. Investors should view this with extreme caution. While the company states it will continue to report to the CSE and trade on the OTC, the reality is that delisting from a major exchange is a severe blow to a company's credibility and its ability to operate effectively in the public markets. Investors should seriously reconsider their exposure to this company and understand the substantial risks involved. Alright, that is our deep dive into the Petros Pharmaceuticals Incorporated filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.